YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all for watching my videos. What's going on? About to do a tutorial on this factoring company I use. I've been meaning to do this tutorial for a long time. I just be busy, and I'm a real man. Okay, I got stuff to do. I'm a father, and I'm running a truck, and I have a life, so it's a lot of work. But anyway, I'm gonna do this little tutorial for y'all. If y'all looking at a factoring company, I don't see too many videos on people talking about a factoring company. I'm talking about the nuts and bolts of a factoring company, not just say, oh yeah, we got a factoring company. And no. I'm about to show y'all pretty much from A to Z on how the factoring company works. So Triumph Business Capital, that's the factoring company I use. You can get there. They got a TMS system. TMS is transportation management. That's like if you got a fleet, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks or something, and you need a way to keep track of it. It's pretty cool. You got to pay for it, of course. I think it's for the first. It says right here for the first 12 months, you get it for free. I haven't used it. I still do my stuff by hand. I just use a regular spreadsheet, and I put my stuff in because it's just me. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all Triumph Business Capital. I mean, if y'all looking for a factoring company, just call up Triumph Business Capital and tell them I sent you. I get a little, I just get a little recognition for sending you guys over there. I don't know what the referral is, but it's not a bunch of money. I mean, I would appreciate it if y'all tell them I sent you. But if you don't want to, it's cool. But I'm trying to bring up my representative and put her phone number up here. I'm trying to bring up her phone number before we get this video started. Let me see. Her name is Natalie. She's out of Texas. No, her name isn't Natalie. I'm sorry. Her name is Nicole. Her name is Nicole Matney. Her email is nmatney@tbcap.com. I'll put some stuff down in the description. I'll put her email down there. I'll put her phone number down there, and you can call her and tell her I sent you. She knows me. She knows who I am. Just tell them 44 Trucker, Jonathan 44 Trucker sent you over there. Or you can give them my business name. My business name is JHServices. I'll put everything down in the description. So, I've had, since I got my authority, I've had Triumph Business Capital this whole time, and they've been pretty good. So, lately I haven't been factoring a bunch of loads with them. I probably factor maybe one load a week, something like that. Maybe one load a week through them, because most of the brokers that I'm set up with, I get quick pay. But then there's some brokers where their quick pay is more than the factoring rate. So the factoring rate I get is 2.99. That's my factoring rate. So, and that's it. So when I send in some bills, they'll charge me the 0.299 rate plus I think it's like it's $1 to transfer the money to my checking account. Usually I'll let the money pile up to about $3, $4, $5,000, then I'll send it in one time. And I know a lot of factoring companies, they charge you $4, $5, $6, $10 to send money to your checking account. At Triumph Business Capital, they don't do that. If you send the money straight from Triumph to your checking account, I think it's like $3, $4 or something like that. But then if you transfer the money straight, if you transfer the money from Triumph to your fuel card, it's free. And then from your fuel card to your checking account, it's $1. So I recommend them. I mean, thus far, I mean, the process is easy, you know, and let me show y'all the loads I've done. Let's see. Here's a load I did right here. It was $500. It was a short run. Here's a load here. This load here I did. This load here was a load coming out of Texas. This load went from Texas to Georgia, paid $2,400. Actually, it wasn't $2,400. I think it was like $2,300, but then I got like $100 detention. But yeah, so they got a lot of stuff on here. So pretty much when you get an account, this is the dashboard. It's, you know, it looks like a checking account. You know, if you do business with a decent bank, it's pretty much what it looks like a checking account. So this is the dashboard. Your dashboard tells you this is your account receivables. Your account receivables is your outstanding bills that haven't been paid yet. So right here, it's going to show the age of your bills. So if you got some bills that haven't been paid yet, this will show. Usually my bills don't go further than 30 days. I haven't had a bill of lading that go more than 30 days. Most of the brokers I've been running for, they pay at like 14 days, 20 days, 30 days. I take that back. I had one broker, I had XPO. They a bill, I think XPO had a bill that went like 35 days or something like that. But it is not often. So these are the bills I have outstanding right now. See, it's open accounts receivables, open accounts receivables. So these are bills that Triumph Business Capital haven't received the checks for these bills yet. So that's what I got outstanding right now. And so usually, like I said, I haven't had a bill that go more than 30 to 35 days, but usually when the bills start getting like 40, 45 days, you need to go ahead and call Triumph up and send them an email, or you can contact the broker and reach out to them yourself and check in and see like, okay, why they haven't paid on this bill. So that's what, because a lot of guys, what happens is they'll get a factoring company and they just send the factoring company bills and they don't check their account. And then you could have a bill that's way down here that's like 60, 70 days. When they get up to 90 days, Triumph would do a chargeback. And I think once it get past like 90 days, they will do a chargeback, which what a chargeback is, they would take the money back out of your account, or if you got like a reserve in your factoring account, they'll take it from that reserve. But that's worst case scenario. If you booking loads off the DAC board, Triumph Business Capital is tied into the DAC board. So when you go on the DAC board, it's going to have a credit rating. And when you look at the DAC board, hold on, y'all, let me pull up Let me pull up the DAC board. Okay, so when you pull up the DAC board, it's gonna have a credit rating. Um, I mean, it's gonna have a credit rating on the DAC board. So if you look at the DAC board, it's got that check mark right there. That means that broker is they got a good credit rating. And see right here, it says 100 credit score. That means that their TQL pays their bills. That's what that means. Usually, if a broker has got, I say I wouldn't mess with a broker who has less than an 85 credit score. If they got like an 85 or better, 90 credit score, they're good generally. I tend to look for brokers that's got 100 credit score, 95 credit score, something like that. Anything above a 90, I go for it. So when you're looking at a load, you not only looking at the rate and how much, where the load is going, where it's picking up, the weight, all that other stuff, but you're also looking at the broker, who the broker, and see, that's what when it comes to, I be talking to guys and they be like, well, it's hard for me to get attention, right? So I'm having trouble getting attention. Well, that's when I'm talking about screening loads. This is the stuff you got to look at: the credit score. You got to look at where the load is going, who the broker is. Most of the time, if you're dealing with some of the bigger brokers, you're gonna get paid within some reason. If you're doing all the stuff you're supposed to do, you contacting the broker, you checking in, you saying, hey, Mr. Broker, I checked in. They didn't give me a doc yet, but they said it'd be 30 minutes before they get me a doc. Okay, cool. Once you get to a doc, you call the broker again, or you send them an email. You say, hey, oh, I thought something happened. So you say, hey, Mr. Broker, I got a doc. I'm in doc number 5. They said they're going to take 2 hours to load me. And, you just keep good communication with that broker. So as long as you keep doing that stuff, you got a good chance of getting paid on your detention. So I didn't want to go into that. This is about the factoring company. So that's the gist of that. So it's a lot that goes in when you're looking at a factoring company, and thus far I'm very satisfied with Triumph Business Capital. So that's the accounts receivable screen. Okay, this shows the percentage of my top 5 that I factor, because like usually when I factor loads, I'm usually factoring loads with brokers that's got a higher quick pay fee than my factoring company. PLS, I think theirs is 4%. Transplace, Epps Logistics, theirs is 2%. However, they require you to run so many loads with them in a monthly period to qualify for quick pay, and for what I understand, I don't qualify. I might pull an Epps Logistics load maybe once every 2-3 months or something like that. You know what I mean? So so factoring company is good to have. So all right, let's move on through here. So these are the recent payments I've transferred out of my account for loads that I've done. You see here, there's a short load I did for $500. I think it was $550 or something like that. It was $500, a short load I did. It doesn't take that long. So if you deliver a load at 8 o'clock in the morning and you get the bills back, the receiver signs the bills, and you upload your bills, okay, you come on here and you click on. You can do this on your phone or on the desktop. It looks the same. It's very similar. So when you come on here to upload a load, right? So you put in this basic information right here. You hit next. Well, it's not gonna do anything. Um, it's not gonna do anything. But you put in the broker information. You put in the some kind of identifying load number. Either is usually gonna be the number that comes from. Usually it's gonna be the load number from the broker. So the load number from the broker is usually gonna be the number that the broker uses for their number system. So it's going to be that number, not the pickup number, not the BOL number, not that number. It's going to be the broker's internal number. Then you put in the amount for the load. You put in, the pickup, or, the shipper. And then you hit next. And then on the next screen, it's going to ask you to upload a PDF of the bills, or you can take a picture of the bills. I recommend using Cam Scanner. I recommend using that because it does a really great job of taking pictures of loads of bills. So I use Cam Scanner. So I would take a picture of the bills, and if any of you guys use TransFlow, the TransFlow app Cam Scanner is similar, but Cam Scanner's got more features to it. So I think some brokers even use TransFlow. I know JB Hunt, they use TransFlow because I just did a JB Hunt load, and to send in bills to them, you got to use TransFlow, and it's all integrated in the app. So you put in this basic information, you upload the thing, and if you can get those bills in to the factoring company by 1:00, you should get the money that same day. You will get the money. The money will show. It'll show up right here. Where's your money? Right here. It'll show up right here. And it'll have like a progress. This will be a progress bar. And this will be all, once you receive the money, this will all be green. If you submit those bills by 1:00 that day, you should be able to get that money. And then you can send it down here to your EFS card, to your fuel card. And the time it takes to go from the EFS card to your checking account, it takes like 2 days or something like that. But that's how fast it is, I mean, long as I get my money within a week, I'm good. I mean, I don't need the money that fast, because you running a business, you should have cash reserves. You should have access to cash. So that's how you submit bills. All right. And reports, I don't want to get into that because it's, let's see. Okay, see right here in reports, this is telling you those that outstanding bills on the home screen is showing you the bills that's still outstanding. It's showing the age of those bills. That load here is 23 days old, 26 days old. For this load here, this is a load I ran from Texas. It's pretty much straightforward. Transactions, reserve report. Let me see what this is. Well, I don't have no reserves, so okay, they received $2,000 for this load right here that I did. Invoice. Yeah, so it's straightforward. So credit checks. If you want to do a credit check, if you want to check on a broker, if you want to make sure a broker has good credit, let me go on the DAC board and find a okay, 3. So you put in the MC number 34975. Okay, it says this broker is approved. Credit request approved. This broker is approved up to $10,000 worth of bills. So, Great American, Trans Freight, I just pulled that right off the DAC board. But usually you don't have to do this because the DAC board is tied in to Triumph. So, let me back up. I'm looking at the DAC board. Let me see. I'm looking at the DAC board. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get a okay, Circle 8 Logistics. Okay, Circle 8 Logistics, they got a 94 credit score on the DAC board. All right. See, they got a 94 credit score on the DAC board. Their MC number is 408376. Okay, this broker's approved. They approved up to $10,000 worth of bills. Okay, so that is pretty much straightforward. Once you get your factoring company and get a handle of the DAC board and get a whole system going, like usually I would be on the phone with a broker and be checking his credit right when I'm negotiating the load. I'll be doing it's like I've done it so much where now naturally I'll go on the DAC board and I'll look at a load that I'm interested in and I'll call the broker and right when I'm talking to the broker, right while I'm talking to the broker, I'm checking his credit. Sometimes I tell him, sometimes I'll be like, okay, what's your MC? And just to verify the broker's MC, 408376. And I'll just, because what you can do is I'll copy the DAC from the I'll copy his MC and drop it on in the credit check. Let me show y'all. So here's what it looks like on your phone. See? All right. So if I want to do a credit check, just hit credit request. Okay. Submit a credit request. So usually I would already have this app already up on my phone. And while I'm calling the broker and while the phone is ringing and while I'm talking to the broker about the load and where it's going and all this, I'm checking his credit and making sure he good. Usually you don't have to go that far. I don't know why that message keep coming up. So usually I don't have to go that far because like I said, it tells the broker's credit score right there. But usually if the credit score is like like 80, he got an 80 credit score, 85 credit score, I'm kind of skeptical. I'm kind of skeptical. And then right here where it says days to pay, he's got 36 days to pay. So I'm like, I don't want my bills to be outstanding on my factoring account for 36 days. I don't want that. So it's not a red flag, but it's got me thinking like I need to go ahead and check this guy's credit just to make sure. So that's pretty much the gist of and then you got the fuel advance equipment. This is just other stuff, that they do. And but you're going to spend most of your time here. You're going to spend most of your time submitting bills. And once you get a hang of it, you go on cam scanner, scan the bills, go on the thing, upload them, boom, upload the rate con. Hold on, y'all. A broker just hit me up by the load. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see if he could do 950. I'm gonna try to get this load for 950. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm in the middle of video. How are you? Hold on, y'all. I know I'm doing this video. Yeah. So that's the gist of this factoring company, man. It's pretty. I mean, I haven't had any trouble out of them. You get a fuel card. Their fuel discount is 12 cents off the pump price at Flying J's and Pilots, and you know, and like I said, I mean, if you can get your bill submitted by 1 o'clock Central Time, you can have your money in your account by the end of the business day. So the money will show up here, like right here where it says "Where's my money?" It'll show up right here. This will be all green, right? And it'll show the load, the rate, the money on the load. It'll be like $1,000 right here. This empty area right here where it says status. It'll show $1,000 right here. So once all this goes green, all these circle things go green, you can send this money straight to your fuel card, and then the money is available. You can buy fuel with it. It's instant. Like it's instant. As soon as you send it out, it's instant. You can buy fuel with it. You can do whatever, or you can just transfer the money straight to your checking account, or you can go to an ATM at a truck stop and just take it off the fuel card. So there are alternatives to, because if you send the money straight from here, straight from the factoring company straight to your checking account, I think it's like $8 or something, or $5 or something. You don't want to do that. I usually wait, because if you do that on every load, that's expensive. So I would wait, like, it accumulates $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and then I do it at one time. That way you're only paying, because from your EFS card, your fuel card, to your checking account, it's $1 per transaction. That's a good deal. That's basically for 0.299%, and plus the dollar. That's cheap. I mean, there are a lot of factoring companies that's maybe a little bit cheaper, but you got a big company like Triumph that's tied into the DAC board. I mean, and they do the invoices for you. Let me find an invoice for you. Let me click on this load here, and let me show you. And see, here's the copy of the bills. So this is the invoice right here. Boom, 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 boom. See that? So all you got to do is upload the bills, and they do the invoices to you. They type up the notice of assignment for the broker, so they can receive your money on your behalf. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. You just have to do your due diligence on when you looking at the brokers. So, Business Triumph, they're not gonna do everything for you. You gotta still run your business. So I've talked to some guys where they just like, man, they didn't pay me all my money and stuff like that. But then once you start talking to them, it is something, because you still in control of your business. Like if you got a bill, like I was talking about this agent, if you got a bill that's got 45, if you got 40, 60 days on it, you need to call that broker, email that broker, and say, hey, what's going on with the load? I'm calling on this load right here. It haven't been paid. We're just looking to receive payment on this load. And then once you start talking to the broker, it could be something simple as, oh, the BLL wasn't signed. Oh, we didn't receive an email, or something got lost or something. And as soon as you submit that, and by the week you receive payment, all this time you were sitting there trying to receive payment, and it was just something you could have just did, Sometimes Triumph will go out of their way to reach out to the broker, but they be busy. They can't always do that all the time. You still in charge of your business. So but yeah, so this is my factoring company, man. This is my factoring company. I thought I'd do a video for y'all. So I'm gonna leave information down below. Click down below. I'm gonna have the Triumph representative her information down there. You can email her, call her, tell her I sent you. And you know, I mean, I do get like a referral, but it's not a bunch of money. I think it's like a couple guys so far. I think it was like $5 or something like that. It wasn't, you know, a bunch of money. I just like helping guys. I want to make sure guys get on the right foot, because, you know, when you get out here with your own authority, you need, before you get out here with your own authority, you need a factoring company. Next to getting your insurance, you got to have your insurance, get your carrier packet set up, and have a factoring company set up before you move your first load. So that's just what I suggest. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. And you know, like I say all the time, I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I see y'all next time. Oh man.